Hello people, it's your boy Osman back again with another video. Let's just ignore the fact that the sun is blazing on my forehead. It's good to see beautiful weather, but sadly we can't go outside. But fear not, these videos are to, try and help and keep you entertained during this very boring time. That aside, drop a like and subscribe because I will be posting regular videos. If you want a part 3 for the Man United quiz, let a brother know down below, or just like the video. If you get 2 likes, I might make part 3, who knows. But that aside, also comment how many you get out of 15. I only got 2 comments, which was from Hamza Shafakat, who got 12, and Wasim Akhtar, who got 13. So he is currently the champion. If you did get higher than 13, i.e. 14 or 15, and you didn't comment, well, you've only got yourself to blame because you don't get a shower. Anyways, that aside, this quiz is going to be in 3 categories. The first category is going to be early years of Manchester United history. The second category is Busby years. The third category is, of course, Sir Alex Ferguson years. Each category, like I said, I've got 5 questions, so the total of 15 points up for grabs. As always, drop a like if you're new, subscribe if you're new. It just really, it just helps me out basically. Get me to 300, and yeah, that aside, enjoy the video. Also, just want to quickly add, a lot of you saying the previous one was very easy. It was too easy, you're too clever, all that good stuff. So I made this one a bit harder, hopefully not too difficult, but definitely harder. Anyways, let's start with early years. Question 1. What was the colour of our kit in 1879? Was it A, white? Was it B, green and yellow? Was it C, green? Or was it D, red and white? So of course, we are talking about the shirt. So obviously today's kit is of course red. So that would be the answer if the question was for 2020. Yeah, so it's not a trick question. We're not looking at the sleeves. We're not looking at the shorts. We're looking at the top kit, the shirt. Anyways, question 2. The devil was added to the club crest in what year? Is it A, 1971? Is it B, 1965? Is it C, 1970? Or is it D, 1961? 3 of category 1. What was the name of the stadium we played at from 1878 to 1893? Is it A, West Road? Is it B, South Road? Is it C, Trafford Way? Or is it D, North Road? Question 4. Manchester United lost 6-0 in November 1880. But which club was it against? Is it A, Bolton Wanderers? Is it B, Arsenal Football Club? Is it C, Leeds United? Or is it D, Nottingham? Question, which is of course 5 for this category. What was the highest ever attendance recorded between 1878 to 1893 at the ground? Is it A, 11,000? Is it B, 10,000? Is it C, 15,000? Or is it D, 20,000? I'm just going to let you know quickly, I have actually rounded the answer up. So it was between a number and I've rounded it up. Anyways, or may have rounded it down. Moving on to the second category, which is the Busby years. Hopefully you guys have got 5 out of 5, because obviously so many saying it's so easy. I'm expecting to have got 5 out of 5 then, obviously. Unless you cheated, of course. Anyways, question 6. What year did Manchester United win their first FA Cup under Sir Matt Busby? Is it A, 1948? Is it B, 1950? C, 1952? Or D, 1954? Moving on to question 7. How many years was Sir Matt Busby the manager of Manchester United? Is it A, 22? Is it B, 24? Is it C, 26? Or is it D, 19? Question 8. In 1952, he won his first league title. But how many years did the United fans go without seeing their team lift the title? Is it A, 32, B, 40, C, 37, or D, 41? So just to clarify, if you don't understand what that means, basically we won the title with Sir Matt Busby in 1952, but how long was the wait for us until we won that title with him. So obviously that's the question. Right, moving on to question 9. What year did the journalists give us the famous nickname, the Busby Babes? Is it A, 1960, B, 1959, C, 1956, or D, 1961? So when will we crown the Busby Babes? Obviously getting that name because of the youth in the team. Obviously that's kind of where it kind of, well, it was always part of our history, wasn't it, playing the academy from such a young age, but Sir Matt Busby really just emphasised that in his period. Anyways, question 10, the last of this category. The year of the crash, Jimmy Murphy took temporary charge whilst Matt Busby recovered. Which team that season did we lose to the FA Cup final? So the year of the crash, Sir Matt Busby was recovering. Jimmy Murphy took over, got us to that FA Cup final. Unbelievable achievement. But what team did we lose to in the FA Cup final? Is it A, Nottingham Forest, B, Bolton Wanderers, C, Charlton, or D, Ipswich? That was your Busby Babes questions. Moving on to the Fergie years, which is the last 5 questions. Question number 11. What was the name of Fergie's assistant when he first arrived? This has got no options, this one, because you guys are so smart, you'll know this. Because obviously the other one was so easy. Anyways, I'm not giving any options. I'll read it one more time. What was the name of Sir Alex Ferguson's assistant when he first arrived at the club? Moving on from that one. Question 12. Fergie was on the verge of the sack, but winning the FA Cup final in 1990 saved his job. But who scored the all-important goal in the 1-0 victory in the replay? So which player saved Sir Alex Ferguson his job? I'm sure most United fans will probably know the answer to this if you're a diehard. Anyways, the options are Brian Robson, which is A, B, Mark Hughes, C, Lee Martin, or D, Paul Ince. So question 13. In the treble winning season, how many goals did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer score in all competitions? Is it A, 16? Is it B, 18? Is it C, 20? Or is it D, 19? The baby-faced assassin. What a season it was for him. Of course, scoring that most important goal in his career. But I just want to keep away from that because he's obviously, that's all he's known for. He's known for other things. For me, absolute quality player. It's just not appreciated by my United fans. Anyways, moving on to question 14. What season did we fail to qualify out of the knockout stages in the Champions League? So there was one season under Ferguson, if I remember correctly, that we absolutely fluffed it and got kicked out in the group stages. Basically what Arsenal used to do before they, became a Europa League club. Is it A, 06-07 season? Is it B, 05-06 season? Is it C, 03-04 season? Or is it D, 02-03 season? So which season did we not make it out the group stage? And question 15, I threw a little curveball in there. Gerard Piqué was at Manchester United for 4 seasons. I'm sure most of you know that. But how many games did he actually play for the club in all competitions? Is it A, 12? Is it B, 15? Is it C, 22? Or is it D, 21? So how many games did Gerard Piqué play for Manchester United in all competitions within his career? Is it A, 12, B, 15, C, 22, or D, 21? Anyways, like I said, I did make it a bit harder. Hopefully some of you have still enjoyed it nevertheless. But like I said, let me know what you get down below. We're going to go through the answers now. In case you haven't already cheated, obviously you probably don't know them. Right, so going back to question 1, what was the colour of our first kit in 1879? The answer was, of course, A, white. The kit was fully white. In 1880, we changed the kit to green and yellow. Obviously, most famously known for, hating on the Glazers, so to speak. But yeah, obviously that's such an iconic kit, the green and yellow one. That was actually our second kit, i.e. the away kit. We played our first game in that kit. Obviously the question following. Yeah, so the answer was A, white. Question 2, the devil was added to the club crest in which year? The answer, of course, was C, 1970. you know, we had such a long period of not having the crescent with the devil on it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we kind of had a similar badge to Man City with the ship, but obviously that was changed, thankfully, because obviously we became a separate entity. Question 3. What was the name of the stadium we played at from 1878 to 1893? The answer was, of course, C, Trafford Way. No, I'm joking. It was D, North Road. I tried to throw you off with the Trafford Bay. I'm not sure if that's worked on some people, but just, you know, threw us a little curveball in there. Question 4. Manchester United lost 6-0 in November 1880. This was actually our first ever game against a proper club. Prior to this, we played railway companies. Obviously within that period, that's all that was going on, obviously playing your local railway company, so to speak. So this was actually our first game, and we played in the green and the yellow kit, or the green and the gold kit, should I say. So which club was it against? The answer was A, Bolton Wanderers, who slapped us 6-0. That's how times have changed. Anyways, question 5. What was the highest ever attendance recorded between 1878 to 1893 at our home ground? The answer was, of course, C, 15,000. It was roughly 14,500, something around that ballpark, but like I said, I rounded it up, just giving a nice round number. So yeah, that was the question for the early years. Hopefully you guys have done quite well. Let's move on to the second category, which is the Busby years. Question 6. What year did we win our first FA Cup under Sir Matt Busby? The answer again was A, 1948. Unbelievable scenes. Sir Matt Busby brings back the medal and the trophy, of course. Question 7. How many years was he our manager? The answer was B, 24. A lot of similar answers here. Obviously the years I've put them deliberately very close. Obviously you can't just get it as easy as possible and just guess it. I'm assuming most of you probably get some of these. It is question 8. In 1952, he won his first league title. But how many years did Manchester United fans have to wait for that title? Obviously, Liverpool have waited 30 years, I believe. Hopefully, a couple more years added to that. But we had to wait 41 years. The answer was, of course, D. A long period. Oh my God, what an absolute legend bringing us home the title. It was a very long period without the silverware. Then obviously went on to win it back to back, and of course do miraculous things in the years to come. Question 9. What year did the journalists give us the famous nickname, the Busby Babes? The answer was, of course, C, 1956. Again, massive part of Man United history. I'm assuming a lot of you probably know that one, but we'll have to wait and see. Question 10. Jimmy Murphy took over Sir Matt Busby while he was obviously recovering from the crash. What team did we lose to in the final? The answer was B, Bolton Wanderers. Again, Bolton just turning up, man, having no mercy. Oh God, but honestly, what an achievement to get to the final after what happened with the Munich air disaster. Unbelievable achievement, but it was a shame that we couldn't go all the way and get that trophy. Moving on to the Fergie years, which is question 11. What was the name of Fergie's assistant when he first arrived? Like I said, I didn't give any sort of assistance on this one. The answer was, of course, Archie Knox. You know, he was there from the beginning. Fergie was struggling at the start, so obviously that change was massively important. Moving on to question 12. Fergie was on the verge of getting sacked. Who scored the winner in the 1990 replay final in the FA Cup? It was 1-0 the final score. I can tell you the scorers from the first leg were Brian Robson and Mark Hughes, but the man who delivered the silverware was C, Lee Martin. Obviously, people still say to this day he genuinely saved Fergie's job, so we've got a lot to thank him for. Absolute clutch play, to be fair to him. Moving on to question 13. Our now manager Ollie's at the wheel. How many goals did he score in the 99 season in all comps? The answer was B, 18. Not a bad season for someone who's not rated or not a legend in some fans' eyes, but obviously we leave that to another debate. Question 14. What season did we not qualify of the knockout stages for the knockout stages? So which season did we not get through the group stages? Absolutely horrendous season this for us. Obviously I remember it very, very clearly. It was, of course, B, 05-06 season. Obviously it could have been 06-07, but I didn't want to put 07, 08 because obviously we won the league then, the Champions League. I just thought there might be someone who I can trip up with that, but I thought surely not. Anyways, 15, the last question. Gerard Piqué was at Manchester United for 4 seasons. How many appearances did he make for the club in all competitions? The answer was, of course, A, 12. If anyone knows how many goals he scored for Manchester United, let me know as well. I'll give you a little bonus point, so get it out of 16. So just to let you know the answer to the bonus point, so you might want to pause it here if you want to have a think. The answer was 2 goals. He scored 2 goals for Manchester United in his illustrious career in his 12 games, which is a decent return, to be fair. 2 goals in 12 games, you can't complain. But anyways, that has been part 2 of the video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Hopefully it was a bit harder for some of you smarter real fans, or you top reds, or whatever you call yourselves. But drop a like, subscribe if you are new, help a brother get to 300. If you are still watching the video here, you're an absolute legend. Just put your comments with your score in the comment section, and I will give you a shout out in the next video. Apart from that, it has been your boy Osman. Stay tuned. I will be dropping some football knowledge quizzes, not just Man United specified, but in general. So that should be fun as well. Anyways, peace!